All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please subscribe and share. For today, I want to talk about basically my 2 cents on the whole Noni Madueke to Arsenal saga. You know, I said in my earlier video that I personally I don't like this move. I think it's first of all it's expensive, and I think it's disruptive as well. And it just doesn't make any sense. It's just yet another one of those Ateta, would I say, Arsenal move that there's always wrapped around Chelsea. I don't get it. We always seem to be the team that helps Chelsea meet their FFP requirements. Noni Madueke is an average footballer, okay? And if the plan is to bring him in to as backup for Saka, you know, I can understand that conversation, but then you have someone like Ethan Waneri who's supposed to be developing under, at this age at Arsenal. He's a decent footballer. I think he has a lot of potential to be a great, great, great footballer for Arsenal. Academy grown, homegrown, fantastic talent. So on the disruptive side of things, you bring in Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke is going to come in and be cover for Saka. Okay, I get that. Then what happens to Ethan Waneri? Ethan Waneri is supposed to be what, cover for Odegaard? But then we're talking about signing Eze. Another part that really takes me off this Noni Madueke transfer is the fact that we're talking about almost 50 million pounds for a player that I don't think any of the top four teams in England will take. So why are we spending 50 million on this player? Makes no sense to me. So if he was 25 and comes after you've signed Eze and maybe Rodrigo, fine, that's okay. I'll take him. You know, extra body, improve the squad. I think he's a squad player, but why spend 15 million on a squad player that could potentially disrupt the growth of a very highly rated academy prospect? That's the part I don't understand. And now we hear Chelsea actually wants to get involved with the Ethan Waneri conversation. So I don't know why Arsenal's doing this, but I guess we have to wait and see. It's just really strange, and it's no surprise that pretty much every Arsenal fan online, YouTube, I watch a couple of other channels. They feel the same way too. It's not a move that resonates that Arsenal fans want. What we want, and if Ateta is listening, what we want, Gyökeres, thank God you're looking in that direction. Zubimendi, great, already signed. Nogard, I think is okay. As a replacement for, if you think about it, replacement for Jorginho, great. Now, we want Eze, we want Rodrigo. That's it. Even if you don't sign Mosquera, I'm happy with that. I feel like we have very decent defensive lineup to cope without Mosquera now. Between Jakub Kivio, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, MLS, we're fine at the back. Okay? Again, if you can sign Mosquera, absolutely go ahead. But what Arsenal fans really, really want is not Noni Madueke. What we really want is Eze, Rodrigo, and you've already signed, well, looking like we'll sign Gyökeres. So that's great. If after all three players, you then sign Noni Madueke, I ain't mad at you at all. I mean, it's fine. We'll take it as a squad player. But the fact that we are prioritizing Noni Madueke ahead of an Eze especially, or if a Rodrigo, for me, is ridiculous. I'm not a fan at all. Let me just repeat myself. I don't mind Noni Madueke as an additional buy after we've signed the critical players that we need. We still need a player that can do damage on the left hand side of the pitch. And to me, that player is not Noni Madueke. That player is a Rodrigo or an Eze. Now, I understand Eze is supposed to be cover for, obviously provide support on the left, but also cover for Odegaard, because Odegaard lost a couple of months last season. We struggled. But if you then add a Noni Madueke, you disrupt Ethan Nwaneri. And that's the part I don't get it. It's gonna be counterproductive for me if Arsenal goes ahead and disrupt Ethan, or we actually lose Ethan Nwaneri because of all of this. So this is just my 2 cents in this. On other news going on, I think we're still waiting on Rodrigo. Apparently it's going to be after the Club World Cup before Madrid decides what to do. We basically sits down with him to discuss his playing time and his role in the team. I don't think he's going to play much. I watch a lot of Madrid games. Fun fact, that's like my second team. His body language, even from last season, just shows me there's something missing with Rodrigo. I like Rodrigo. If we sign Rodrigo, top-notch player. But I don't see a future for him at Madrid. I really don't. And this is not me being biased because I want him to come to Arsenal. Just being objective. He's right-footed, wants to play on the left. You have on the left-hand side, you have Vinicius, one of the world best. Mbappe, one of the world best. On the right-hand side, let's assume he even manages to play on the right-hand side. You're playing against 3 players who are natural left-footers who are suited for the right-hand side. You're talking about Diaz. You're talking about Adagula, who can play there. And then we have the new boy, Franco Mostantuano from River Plate, who's actually a really good footballer. I watched him in the Club World Cup football, and I'm like, this boy is naturally, in fact, that's his position. So I don't see it. So it won't surprise me. I'm really optimistic that Rodrigo will want to leave Madrid. If not now, definitely in January, because it's going to be clear that he's not going to play. Good player, top-notch footballer. This is a World Cup year, so I don't see why anybody want to gamble with their chance of going to the World Cup. So those are my two cents on the Noni Madueke saga. If you like the channel, please subscribe and share. Helps the channel grow. And ciao. Cheers.